Good evening, class. The topic for today is related to motivation. A teacher uses different strategies to motivate the students in the class and bring improvement in their behavior. Rewards and punishment are such strategies. So today, let us discuss about rewards and punishment. So let us first talk about rewards. Harlock defined rewards as the means to build a pleasant association with desired act. Rayburn explains that rewards develop a feeling of performing a good task. Therefore, we can say that rewards are a joyful, happy feeling to make desirable tasks attractive, and it can be given for various tasks in a school. Now, let us talk about different types of rewards. Basically, there are three categories which we are discussing. The first category involves two types of rewards: material and social. Material rewards may involve book, medals, etc., but social rewards involve promotion, praise, appreciation. Then there is a second category called concrete and abstract rewards. Concrete means things concrete like progress report, cup, and abstract rewards involve praising somebody and giving special concern. The third category is very simple, either we give individual rewards or group rewards. Among the major advantages of giving rewards, we may see that rewards create interest and a feeling of hard work and enthusiasm in the students. They develop their self confidence and self respect, and it may lead to an ideal conduct. Rewards also help the students to develop a healthy competition spirit for more hard work. This joyful feeling helps in achieving educational objectives, and the student is always active, goal oriented, and feels more secure. In a way, we can also say that parents also become more aware and teachers more sincere if the students achieve rewards. Now, coming to the disadvantages of giving rewards, a reward may lead to the feeling of hatred, jealousy, dangerous rivalry if it is given with partiality. Sometimes the below average students they may feel inferior and are filled with despair. The major disadvantages of rewards is that rewards become the focus of the student rather than the task, the objective of the task, and therefore sometimes they use unfair means to get rewards. After analyzing the merits and demerits of giving punishment, the important points which should be kept in mind are that a punishment should be given seriously without making any smiling face, especially for the teacher. The type and quantity of punishment should be according to the mistake committed. No big punishment for small mistakes should be given, and it should be given very impartially to the students, and the reason should be clarified specially. Punishment should be according to the student's nature. Sensitive students should not be given very harsh punishment, and one should avoid giving group punishment. Now, coming to the other motivating strategies is punishment. Punishment is defined by Thompson as a means that seeks to prevent an undesirable act by associating unpleasant feeling with it. So, if a student is placed in a sad situation, to stop him from doing inappropriate task, punishment is given. Now, let us discuss the types of punishment. First of all, corporal or physical punishment. When we hurt somebody physically, it is given. Second is economic punishment, which is related to financial matters, that is like fine. Then third is social punishment, which involves social boycott or removing from social activities. Then the punishment of mental labor. When some work is given to write many times, it is the punishment of mental labor. Psychological punishment, if we hurt somebody psychologically or feelings of the individual, that is psychological punishment. And legal punishment, which is provided by law. Now let us discuss advantages of punishment. It is very difficult to find out the advantages of giving punishment. First of all, punishment saves the individual from doing inappropriate tasks. That is, they improve its behavior, and this helps in maintaining discipline. Possibility of repetition of that bad conduct decreases if punishment is given appropriately, and therefore it is also helpful in removing bad habits. The disadvantages of giving punishment. Punishments are related to fear and therefore may sometimes lead to emotional imbalance. And this also leads to the student repeats the punishment and it develops inferiority complex in the student. Sometimes they become used to it and thus it has no effect. It also a temporary effect and they may repeat the act after some time gap. It is true that punishment develops hatred, jealousy, revenge in the students, especially for the teachers. And sometimes the students become so stubborn that they commit the act intentionally. Next, punishment should be given after thinking seriously about the mistake committed and the punishment being given is appropriate or not. That is, appropriateness of the punishment according to the mistake should be considered. It should also set an example for other students that they should not repeat it. We all know that corporal punishment is prohibited and should not be given at all. And finally, punishment is to be given in such a way that other students do not sympathize with the student being punished. They also agree that the punishment given is correct. So we have discussed today about rewards and punishment as strategies for motivating and improving the students' behavior in the class. Thank you.